and it can only end this way. T1 dig deep and manage to pull off the win on split, sending G2 to the back with their heads held low while T1 have their heads held high. Welcome back everyone to the desk here. Golden Boy alongside Mimi, Kukuka, and Sideshow. And what a freaking match we just saw. Guys, what am I supposed to do with my hands right now? You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here? Because this is insane.
Apparently this.
Yeah, I guess this.
I've heard.
Do a little bit of that, you know? Shout out to the Purple Cobras. But seriously, though, let's actually talk about one of the big moments that we saw from that game. And that was going to be coming from Meteor's Sideshow, because Meteor is just putting on one hell of a series right now.
He definitely is, and especially in this map. He stepped up massively when Buzz had a bit of a stinker, dropped 30 kills, including this ace inside a pit, to recover what was a pretty appalling first half that looked like G2 were going to run away with the trophy.
Extremely appealing also from the first kills, 5-1 onto him. I know that at the first map of the match, he wasn't the strongest one, but he is able to make the difference. And I said it at the beginning of the day, if he's on a final, it is going to go to the map number 5.
And he had a tough ask playing into this G2 comp with the Breach Teo. They have a ton of util to clear out players trying to hard anchor. Yet Meteor did such a good job of varying where he was playing in these sites and still finding success to get multi-kills in pivotal rounds repeatedly as G2 was execing onto his site.
I think it's so impressive as well that T1 were actually able to fend off a tournament point there. Valen had an opportunity playing around that one way. It was an uncomfortable spot, but there was a moment where it looked like G2 were going to be able to get it across the line, and T1 held strong. That is so difficult to do in spots like this.
Oh, it most definitely is here. Now, obviously, you're looking for some hero moments there, but you're also looking to see who is your most valuable player without a doubt. And for us on the desk here, these are the two players that have definitely been standing out for us. Trent has had a heater of an event, and for me personally, Izu Kakuka has just shown his flexibility, his range, his talent that has allowed T1 to be able to get to this
Big
point.
words, but all words that apply to him, from the Cypher, from the Duelist, from the Initiator, measuring up with people that play in this level, that have such curated synergy as G2 has, is very impressive to see them moving around and swapping around. He always locks in exactly where his team needs him.
I do think, though, that there are other people that could be there for that MVP race. And it's all about who steps up when the time matters. You know, we saw Buzz have a little bit of a fall off and Meteor step up to the forefront. Trent didn't have the greatest split, but Valen was there almost getting it across the line. Who is going to make the difference in map 5?
You have to look to the veterans, the guys who have done it before. Meteor was massive on that last map, and Jojimo, he has built his way into this finals as well. Both those players, an opportunity to lift their second trophy going into this map 5.
I mean, you can definitely see the pressure, the moment is building for these players here as they know that everything is on the line. What an opportunity this may be. What an emotional game this has been as well, Sideshow.
It's had everything. It's had elation to crushing disappointment. It's had moments of nerves. You can see it in the way that they're playing once the stakes get super big, pop-offs. Everybody's had their opportunity to have impact in the game, and the clutches have been ridiculous. But I think G2 were hoping to close it out there. There's something to be said about getting closer and closer to the trophy, feeling like you've accomplished it, and then realizing you have to reset into a whole new map.
And now it all settles in the underwater world of Pearl. And here's a little fun factoid for you people at home. G2 5-0 on this map, Mimi, but boy, oh boy, would it be crazy if T1 pulls something off today.
Josh Ortiz talked about it before, that in BO5s, he likes spreading out the maps he feels are the strongest for his team. And I think it was an intentional choice to leave the Pearl this late into this series. You lost a tough map, but you're going into one where you are absolutely undefeated. But T1, they've been good on Pearl this year as well, going 1-1 in this tournament thus far with a very unique look on the map.
Exactly. We expect to send the Neon back, but something that actually is a big worry for me on the side of T1, we expect to see the Killjoy back. When asked in the press conference about this Killjoy, Meteor just said that he just hopes Techo gets nerfed. But so far, and in this tournament, it is not nerfed, and it's Trent on the other side. He has proven time and time again everything that he can do with his agent.
You need to be removing that Killjoy utility when T1 are on the defense side, and Meteor can move it around. It's not as simple as salvos go out and they just break it immediately, because there are other spots that you can put that in. But I think that's so crucial, because otherwise T1 are just going to be stacking all over the map in the right places at the right time. Meteor, though, might end up playing more of a info role, or more of a supportive role, and that's going to require other people to step up. And that's where I'm looking at people like Bus and Stacks, who haven't been able to get it done before, have made their best run ever at this kind of event, and are on the precipice here to be able to win a trophy.
Yeah, exactly. Another person that I'm looking at, Leaf, where are you at the beginning of the tournament? You proved that you're one of the best. This is the best moment to prove to the rest of the world and to the team that you are a winner.
The last time G2 was in a position like this, deep in a BO5 against global competition, they lifted the Ascension Trophy, earned their spot to be in the Partnership League. Now they have a chance to be the first Ascension team to lift a trophy on a global stage at a Masters tournament.
It all comes down to this, Mimi. It's map 5. The trophy is on the line. Glory is on the line, and it's a first for both of these teams. One final time and for one last dance. Here's Achilles and Paper Thin.
Thank you very much. We would not have this any other way. Blessed in our grand finals we seem to be as we get ready to jump into this map 5, this series. An all-timer already. And who knows what the hell is gonna happen as we dive into Pearl.
You could convince me of just about anything at this point. We've seen it all today. We've seen dominance on maps. We've seen crazy comebacks. We've seen crazy clutches. We've seen Reyna being played of all things. And G2 undefeated on Pearl. But this is a map at T1. No slouches on themselves. Gonna run that interesting double duelist with Buzz on the Neon. Obviously, not the performance he wanted on Split. Looking to bounce back, looking to pick it up. Same with Leaf for G2. See if he can get it going, but it's gonna be T1 on the defender side. They are stacked right at the choke.
Nesk was talking about it, that Killjoy. Meteor has been having a rough time of it. Getting value off the util when there's Tejo isn't in play. Difficult, but there isn't one here for G2. Attempted a little bit of a trap here. Glimpse of the cape around the corner is Buzz jiggling. Just a fake out.
It's probably best that he doesn't go any further there, because all 4 of G2, Leaf on the other side. The headhunter, of course, Buzz gonna see a lot.
Missed Trent on that cross. Still just backpedaling here, trying to stay safe. His vine's gonna be cleared out. Flash over, gonna be connecting some decent damage across. The Stacks is Shock Dart is able to find 2.
Stacks!
He draws down the ghost, finds another. T1 continuing to be dominant here on these pistols, and Meteor just swooping around the back. Leaf. Absolutely no way that he has any idea in hell. A single bullet in the headhunter. As the corner gets swung, and Meteor will take him down. T1. Another pistol win. 6-3 in that regard across the series. They put their right foot forward here on map 5.
Stacks has hit some absolutely nasty shock darts today. And he's not letting off that pedal. He has stepped up as a Sylv player, especially this year. We've seen him struggle on it in the past, but he's put a lot of work in. Looked a lot better on that agent. Finds a ton of value. Outlaw for Izu. Looks like he's going to be in mid. Something you really have to be cautious of against this G2 squad on Pearl is they love to explore mid, and particularly Leaf. He's so good at working this space. Might see a lot of battles between him and Meteor from control of it. As both those Sentinels players love to open up those opportunities to go for those lurks, go for those flanks.
Death ball though through Art. Nobody checking for this. No early alert systems in place here for T1. Star going to be situated, but they're already out in front of this one. This Buzz here on the corner. They try to mow them down. Finds the first. The spike going to be dropped. The relay bolt out. Slides forward. Point blank against Jonah P. We'll be able to have it. Stacks just with the ghost purchase forward. Will pick up the Guardian. All weapons carried in. T1. Damn clean in the anti-eco.
Great play there by Buzz. Just deciding to accelerate. Knows he has some backup behind him. With Sylvan covering the other side. He's got the opportunity to hit a fantastic relay bolt. Just knock a bunch of players down. Relatively clean there for T1. They're going to be able to bring a rifle into this round. Keep 4 guns from the previous. Now they're really going to spread the map. Buzz all the way back in spawn, waiting for his opportunity to try to find a moment to rotate.
Nobody to clear the drone. Izu is gonna go ahead, takes his exit out. Get that read ping so they know it's not a fake. Look for a couple shots here, just flying through that nebula. Izu repositioning. Ready for the setup here on that next gate crash, but it looks like G2 wanting the reroute. So once again, they'll look to go ahead and explore this space around mid.
Yeah, they're really, really good about being patient on this side of the map. And they're really good at sussing out trap plays. This alarm bot gets cleared, does Meteor.
He's tucked, it's just a Spectre. Jonah P starting the back pedal. Not gonna overextend, not gonna give anybody the opportunity here. For now, it's just quiet. Sylv peeking around the site, looking for something. Relay bolt gonna be sent over towards main. Try to stop the push from coming through. Slide out, Buzz gonna be taken down. Stacks able to answer one back. Leaf able to take his head off.
Spike planted.
Dig is up. Sylvan noted here at dugout. It's Meteor. Pounded and eliminated on that flank.
Need that back.
Sylvan finds another Izu. Trying to get into position here at Secret. Retaking from here. Looking nigh impossible for T1.
Scooped up the Phantom.
Recon cleared. Tap not coming through. Fuse now going to be started. Timing on that flash. Damn good. Shot's not quite coming through. Surely not! He's done it! Sylvan! He just sticks to the fuse. He doesn't fake. He gets the Red Bull clutch. Bonus converted.
And the madness just continues here in Bangkok. This looked like a great round for G2. They've got the crossfires set up, but Sylvan just pops a smoke, squats down, and waits it out. Unbelievable. And that's got Sylvan out of his chair.
And he was already tagged up.
Yeah.
Anything.
And
Should
one
have been able
bullet.
to take him down.
One bullet.
That flash timing out on Art, catching that, offsetting the crosshair.
Beautiful.
An inadvertent hero play from Izu.
Take flight.
And I like what Buzz did there. Use that relay bolt to cut off the forces that could be coming from A main, from G2. Slowed them up a little bit in that attack, allowed Sylvan to kind of sit in the back of Cubby, relatively unaccounted for a while. Jog going on and explore. Seeing what's what. Finding quite a bit of info. Hello?
Oh, just trying to go for a very hyper-aggressive play forward. Does get traded out. Valen able to find Sylvan. Still some damage taken. Leaf at 59. Valen 59 with some regen on top. Conquer Divide going to be called, but Leaf swings the angle a bit too early. Pop flash, ready to be sent. Might not even be needed, but it gets a catch on the Valen all the same. Ult commitment, not doing a damn thing for 0T1.
This is just great stuff. Great timings. Buzz again, sliding in when he's needed. Sylvan aware that the dimensional drift could be coming out near him. He takes Jog down right before it pops. Leaf swings. A momentary mistake. Potentially costed G2 that round. And after a 4-0 start for T1, it will be the timeout for G2 Esports. See if they can somehow stop the bleeding. This is such an incredible start, and like was talked about so many times, a map they have not lost yet this year.
T1 previously had that same accolade. Got taken away from them here at this event, and they're looking to do the same to G2. Make sure no one gets away unscathed. But it's just shades of Abyss once more. The way that that map had begun.
But it's different because of, this is a little more standard comp, we'll call it, than what we saw in Abyss. But absolutely, you know, with that operator there, that's fearsome, especially with nothing but close range weaponry to bear for G2 in this eco. A couple Stingers and a Sheriff, a couple classics, of course the Headhunter for Leaf, but Now I want to see T1 just be patient. No need to push the tempo here. Make G2 force the issue. It's going to be the operator in mid again. A couple players thinking about going out for a push. Buzz and Sylvan out of art potentially. Izu just going to be watching this angle. Jog could just send the clone.
Has full armor. Just play it up patiently here.
Was able to get that.
Doesn't want to take any early damage.
Yeah, was able to get that Phantom in hand.
That's why he needs to be the one sticking around here for the long haul, but Buzz caught out on this lurk. A nice swing.
It's an attempt to sneak underneath G2's nose, and they read it so well. Although you kind of maybe expect Meteor to be the one trying those kind of things.
Clear on the dart, jaw up, over the top, stacks. What's the re-challenge, goes for the swing, and it's ill-advised. Trent will mow him down, and that's just a weapon picked up for free.
That's multiple guns you're hearing there.
T1 starting to lose the plot here a little bit. It's Meteor trying to hold them at bay, but he's going to be stunned up. Trent able to find a third elimination now.
30 seconds
Sylv
left.
slowly creeping forward up towards that screen. Off shot from Izu, able to find one. Knows now where Leap is at, sends out a flash, does get a connection. Come at the same time, able to find one, but then gets traded back. Valen
10 seconds left.
here around the corner.
Spike planted.
Spike now planted. Izu looking for it, cannot find it. G2 off the back of the timeout. We'll find some stability, we'll find T1 making some very large mistakes.
And this is the opposite of what I wanted to see in this round. I didn't want to see them getting aggressive like that. There's no reason when you have the weaponry advantage to be pushing out there into open space, to be giving 3v1 opportunities to your opponent. Got to be more disciplined than that. You started out great, but after 4 in a row, investing in that operator is going to bring you down to a weaker buy. A marshal, sheriff, a judge.
Money to play around with. Izu considered going for that purchase again. Man, what a shot. Leaf down to 14.
It's huge that he
Marshall
can even,
rules the day.
Yeah. Huge that he can even close to winning that fight. Do have a Hunter's Fury potentially for Trent in the post plant. Buzz has
judge.
his all.
Relay bolt, trying to just pinch in, has the shot, overdone, pop Buzz is absolutely massacring them! A 3K, the fourth! Maybe looking for the ace, but Valen, a bit of a world away, but Buzz is hot on his heels. He is looking to run him down. Tucked into the corner, can't quite make it happen. A last stand for Valen, but it doesn't last long. MasterCard Thrifty, T1. What an answer back!
Buzz just uses their util against them. As soon as he's spotted, he just goes, he accelerates. And he lets the lightning fly. What a strafe there on the Leaf, who is already weakened up from Izu's Marshall hit. What a counterpunch there. The MasterCard Thrifty. Oh my God. Just insanity.
They haven't been popping up much in this series. At least not for T1. We'll see if that is just a glimpse of what's to come. For now, 5-1. Being able to very quickly realign, readjust after the multitude of mistakes from the previous.
It's been very readable here. Shock dart to clear some util.
The Killjoy.
TP right
In a
next
different
to Izu.
castle, in a different site. And we'll just go ahead and clear that out. Hunter's Fury. About to be dueling here between the both sides. Looks like Buzz maybe tagged up once here, but elimination's not going to come through. G2 unscathed. The Nebula falls, and at this point, G2 are all in committed on B. Smoke's about to dissipate.
Trying to send some flankers through. Buzz pretty aware. Meteor still over on A, just making sure there's not a rotate. Sylvan finds a pick on the lead. That's the operator down. Izu gets another.
Jonah P now scanned out. Buzz, the jiggle peek, the relay bolt, set, gets the stun, and Valen can't counter swing. He's locked in place, he'll finally go for it, finds a kill.
My ult's ready.
With 20 seconds, what are you meant to do? The spike still here in mid. Meteor creeping forward, doesn't have gun in hand. And maybe now an opportunity for him. 12 seconds,
10 seconds
plenty
left.
to still get that spike planted. Cosmic Divide available. Izu, however,
planted.
Dimensional Drift at the ready. When does he send it? Footsteps are going to be heard. Valen, absolutely going to be checked on, but he still hits two!
Player standing.
Looks for an ace of his own, but Izu able to shut it down. But look at the health. Only 36 remaining. And Jonah about to swing out. Absolutely nails the shot. And Valen continues to be the hero that G2 need. A second round win now.
Just monstrous stuff from Valen. Catching T1 way too off guard a couple times. This should be round over. It's a 3v5. Might even be better than that. Buzz got another. It might have been a 2v5. And Meteor, usually so good at understanding the spacing of the map.
Check your posture.
And somehow doesn't anticipate that Valen's going to rotate through there. He knew right where Valen was.
Let's play.
Just didn't read it. Now the ult for the chamber going to be popped. Leaf going on a walkabout. Buzz right around that door again with the judge.
Izu still here, but no one to clear the drone. Swings up the opposite side. The shot gonna go wide, and he barely escapes with 5 health. Judge on the corner, Leaf. Stuck here for the moment. Drifting back. Gets in range of that rendezvous.
Now you've got a Cosmic Divide and the ult for Jonah P. So you've got a lot of opportunity to get that plant down, to create some space. Buzz being extremely patient. Alarmbot gonna confirm Valen's presence. Meteor crept way up there. Had to use the tour de force to take out turret.
Catching players on 2 different angles. T1 should know that this is going to be the side that gets attacked. Seal guarded, sent out. It's just a fake out forward. Space opened up. The site in the hands of G2. Everyone now in position here for T1. Just have to wait out this ultimate. Meteor trying to go, trying to start pushing the pace. It's falling to the wayside alongside Buzz and Sylvan. Solid shutdown here from the side of G2 as Izu out in the open. Ends up getting taken down. It's just stacks here.
Neutralized.
Finds the first. There's far too much to try to claw back, however. Spam through, peek out from main. G2 start running it back into their favor. 2 rounds separating.
Yeah, they're doing a really nice job here, being patient, putting those ults to great use to give them the space they need to set up those crossfires. And T1 just tries to go for the flood. They just don't have enough util. Not able to flash and blind their way forward.
Suck.
And they're just cut down the moment they walk through that Cosmic Divide. Jog's just out there playing. He's having another okay run of things, but really it's been Valen who's kept G2 alive. A much needed timeout here for T1 to get their heads back on straight. Try to see if they can dial up some answers to what G2's been able to do. See if they can shake off some of those nerves. Seen a few wonky moments coming out of T1 today so far. So certainly the pressure's there. The players are giving it their all. But the weight of that will wear on anyone, no matter who you are, no matter how many times you've been here.
Timeout per team still remaining. Economy broken down, T1. Pull off that one Mastercraft Thrifty earlier on. See if they can get another, get up to 6, but G2 should be very well poised to bring that gap to just 1 round separating here.
Cutting through.
Some Sheriff, Sabaki, and Marshall.
Jogamo 1 away from another dimensional drift. Looks like he's gonna try to get himself this orb. Izu gonna be noted. Flash out, not spotting much. Has to pull off the angle.
Let's see. I mean, they're just gonna try to lock down A. Spike's all the way on the other side of the map. There's that dimensional drift. If he committed it towards the A site, he'd get the read. That most of T1 is over here. For now, they're not really sending much out to give any info. Still though, I think the idea from the get-go was B. Try to use that long-range weaponry advantage that you have. It's just Meteor with the Marshall on the other side.
Can be deadly with it, but right now
It's his trademark weapon, I'd say.
yeah, it's peeking in towards connector though, so turret, give a bit of contact, quickly cleared out.
Time to jump.
Dimensional drift's gonna be sent forward. Shock dart getting the clear. Nano sent to try to interrupt here on the approach. Thorn's now popping. Buzz gonna be locked in position. Izu gonna be taken down.
Spike is down.
So finds one. Trent eliminated. Meteor does come up with a kill. The replies here from the side of G2, which is a bit strong. Buzz, Phantom recovered. Now suddenly looks to try to turn the tides. Marshall in hand, but Chogamo swung out wide. Damn close, a good effort. But G2 now within touching distance. One more round to tie things up at 5-5.
It's getting scrappy. T1 this time able to get here in time to cause some chaos. Great stuff from Buzz. If he had any more bullets, probably wins that round. But that Phantom was already low on ammo when he scooped it up.
Roadrunner indeed.
Yep. Back into the op for Izu. You do have the lockdown. No Hunter's Fury to counter it. But back into another Cosmic Divide for Valen. Chogamo, of course, still sitting on his ult. TP's back into spawn. Just again, looking for one of those push-outs. You will see this from T1, well, they'll use Buzz and Izu or Buzz and Stacks to try to take space at elbow. But T1 has been very cautious. Other than the opening, at the pistol, of really trying to challenge that. Trying to crunch here. They come through double doors.
We're clear on that. Shock dart lobbed forward. Quite a bit of damage there onto Izu, but Buzz, Meteor, one apiece. Leave and P both going to be taken down. Chogamo has to sprint back, scoop up that spike.
That was a great read on that ultimate.
TP's in over towards Art, but Sylvan here, hearing all of this. Fake out struggles to try to get his way into the site. Cosmic Divide now going to be called through. Corner plant. One in potential wall bangs. 3v5 with Meteor rotating around. Lockdown at the ready.
So crucial that Buzz stays alive here.
This forces Chogamo forward. Playing up onto the corner. Buzz trying to backpedal. Gets around the corner a little bit faster. Keeps himself alive for the moment, but Chogamo is able to find it in the end, but Meteor finds the timing. Pushing forward, fully blinded up. Valen will find Izu. Meteor going to be gone. Sylvan and Stacks. As Chogamo looks to try to pull off yet another clutch, dives forward into the smoke. Finds one, but cannot get them the round win. T1 maintain an advantage, maintain the lead. They keep the AWP in hand.
It just felt like T1 had a read on the way that Chogamo was going to want to use that dimensional drift because they hit a player behind the smoke and they hid Meteor behind the cubby and they throw out the relay bolt right after the ult gets popped because they're expecting players to try to follow off the back of that and they knock him right down. It's a phenomenal read and Meteor knows he has to take space there. He knows that they have to keep those players away from that defuse. That's a great heads-up play from him. And T1 that round had their heads on straight, able to profit from it. Now, spreading the map a bit more. Once again, right outside of that B door is Buzz. Meteor behind him, bit of a different look. They're stacking up, maybe thinking about a walkabout. But you know that Leaf is watching this. You know he's got his eyes trained toward this mid area. That's his job for G2. B is completely undefended, other than some, you know, Killjoy util.
Okay, Crash pushing forward, doesn't go all the way in the halls. Meteor just having to tuck back rotations, not really even beginning quite just yet. Meteor's position going to be known.
Gotta play for retake now.
Stacks up above, shock dart at the ready. Push comes in, Meteor has to reestablish the aim, finds one. Stacks now dead. Valen continuing. Just pull rabbits out of hats here for G2.
Buzz gonna have a tough fight to win with Valen back there.
Does have the overdrive, but the question is, does he pop it? Fake out the lead, Jogamo holding close. Sylvan on the swing, dead. Jogamo finding that elimination, the overdrive now in play. Buzz, Meteor, one apiece, just like the round prior. The push forward, Trent out into the open, taken down, and now it's just Jonah P. With a stinger in hand, time starting to dwindle. Izu down to half, re-peaks, gets the shot. And T1 get up to 7 round wins here in the half.
Great decision there by Buzz. Knowing that he was potentially going to be in a bad spot. Trying to work that angle. Says, I've got the ult, let's go for it. Let's slide through there. Him and Meteor working in conjunction very nicely. But I like the cautious play. I like the discipline here from T1. Meteor not giving up his life early. If stacks get spammed through a smoke, okay, so be it, that happens. And it's timeout time again. G2's got to rethink this.
It's the second one.
The crazy...
He's not feeling confident.
Yeah.
Giving over a potential 8-4 scoreline.
Well, what's crazy to me is a lot of the things that normally work for G2 on this map aren't working at all. T1 has done a good job of shutting down the mid pushes, the mid lurks. They really haven't found any purchase in that space of the map. Whereas when I've watched some of their previous games, that's where they're really doing a lot of destruction because they're able to set up for those flanks. Whether it be on the B or A, they're able to control that space and make retakes really, really difficult for their opponents. But so far, T1 has had good ideas on how to deal with that. In particular, Meteor and Buzz have been shutting that down pretty nicely. And for T1, it's been a lot of let's lean A at the beginning, and then if they get B, okay, so be it. I like the change up in that previous round from T1 where they finally go for one of those longer lurks. Come from the attacker spawn side. Keep G2 off balance. They worked a treat. Jog will have his ult, so will Izu. See if Izu can find some more impact with that operator. Maybe Jogamo has got some more heroics in store for us. Valen as well has been, God, he's been frying on this map.
My blind is dead.
Leaf, just a bulldog. One parked up here outside of club. Anticipating this deeper and deeper push from Izu. Starts to back away.
Next?
We'll just run off. They'll miss each other for now. Dimensional drip pop from Jaw. Checking around, TP's back over here at A main. Some space given up. Maybe anticipating that the Steel Guardian's gonna be coming through. They will be able to successfully avoid it. Gravwell looking for a pull. You're just able to get out in front of it.
Trying to find that combo with the nano. The spot there, Meteor gets a little bit of damage into Trent and Jonah P. Clear the drone, has to get out of there though.
Backs away over towards Secret.
No more
Chucked are flying, and oh my god. Trying to be down now to 11. Izu scouting them all out, says, yeah, it's here. They're at Art. The swing onto the corner, coming through the relay bolt, not quite connecting. But T1 just mows them down.
Oh, Jog!
30 seconds.
Solid shot, but needs far more of that. Will not be given the opportunity. Weapons juggled. Leaf heads up on a Guardian with 4 bullets. 3 might just be all that he needs. A tap. But T1 not quite falling for it. And Buzz slides over and finds a headshot. 8-4. T1
Switching sides.
out in front.
What an incredible defender side there from T1. We have a short break, guys. A little bit more to go before the conclusion of Masters Bangkok.
pressure mounting. G2, the closest that they have ever been to winning a trophy. For Chogamo to get his second. They are now down by 4 rounds at the half. T1, they've been dominant in the pistols, 6-3. G2 absolutely need to find success from the outset here as they move over to that defending side on Pearl.
And it's just insane how back and forth this has been throughout the entire day. Can G2 muster up the strength? Can they plant their feet? Can they set up a brick wall and keep T1 from using this double duelist comp to break through? Or is T1 going to be able to speed their way to victory, to use that momentum from that first half, from that overtime win on Bind, to take home their first Valorant trophy? Only time will tell. A bit of a spread formation. 3-2. Izu getting out pretty deep, jog tucked right behind the screen.
Sliding across, Trent watching here. Spotting out a couple different players. Relay Bolt trying to take some space. Thorns into the corner and Buzz absolutely destroyed. Shock Dart finds the kill. Izu trying to open things here from main. Flash up over the top, the turn from Jaw. Realigns it, finds a headshot, and finds another. Sylv and Meteor both gonna be taken down. It's a flawless pistol. The exact start that G2 so desperately need.
And they're just set up around this Vice utility. And T1 has no way to break through. They're completely cut off at every twist and turn. Whether it's the wall, whether it's the razor vines. Able to play behind it as Jog. Nice setup there for Jonah P as well. Trent steps in with a shock dart and a classic kill. Massive, massive stuff for G2. Very much keeps their hopes alive. Here's a shorty for Buzz. Ghost for Meteor. The only buy-ups to speak of for T1. That's going to be the tricky part of this.
Stars on the setup, looking like they just want to go for a really fast crunch into this A site. At least just escort forward, take that space, get the orb, hand it over. 2 charges towards that dimensional drift.
Those both those stars
going to be
yeah.
taken away, keeping things quiet. Trademark just on the opposite side here. Side exec now, getting ready to come through. Those checks here for his teammate, nothing going to be spotted there. Trent, shock dart, locked in. Just fishing for some damage, fake out. Baits out one of the pumps of the shorty. He's into the smoke, goes Izu. Tagged up a bit, the nano cleared. Buzz on the corner. Valorant going for the push and leap. What a shot.
Last player standing.
As they are looking for yet another flawless Sylv, it's just a world away. Grab will try to buy some time here. But no peeks, no nothing. See if he can take out Leaf. Does catch the timing to find one, but needs to be eliminated and will. G2, solid back-to-back rounds, damn near flawless. They're just 2 away from running this back. They can convert the bonus. They're in such a fantastic spot to try to close out and steal away this final map.
Absolutely, just tremendous patience again by G2. Leaf in particular, great reactions there with the Outlaw. That could have been really dicey if he doesn't find that kill.
Try not to.
Great fake out. Reveals the presence of the shorty of Buzz. I've got full rifles. There's one player who could die to 1 shot from that Outlaw, and that's Sylvan on the Astra. It's a 4-man push. Don't want to deal with that Vice utility. That's the biggest thing for T1 in my mind, is finding ways around that, because G2 is so well drilled.
Time to jump.
Slowing all of this down. Go, little teleport, you can do it. There it is.
All the shock darts available. Thorns, however, do get popped. Buzz sliding it forward onto the corner. Valorant's going to be taken down. Meteor just able to spray him away. Finds that kill. Shock dart's going to go bouncing forward, but not too much damage found. Buzz widely able to avoid it. Izu watching over towards Secret. Trent going to be eliminated. However, a couple shots through. Falls down to the headhunter. Finds a second elimination. 3 players off the live, all disconnected back in towards main. Leaf at 11 HP. Can they break this open? Util lacking. The star set up here for the grab. Leaf considering trying to go for that push forward. Instead, we'll look at just go for a body block. It's going to be the concuss. No swings. They're just holding it, but eventually they will realize. Get the peek in. And with 3 players surviving, T1 close out the anti-bonus.
Now my big question is how much is T1 going to keep leaning into this A site? And how much is G2 going to commit to try to stop it? This round, some different ideas, we'll see. But we've seen T1, sometimes they'll just run it down at you. And they'll just say, we're going to go for the brawl. We've got the duelist, we've got the util. See what you can do in response. This time Trent way further up for the side of G2. Trying to get a better read on this early. Clear the dart. Let's give you too much info. Pretty similar to what we saw in the previous round. Could get that dimensional drift going. Get some info for T1. Meteor lurking through art. Stacks making his way back around. There's the Owl drone. Gets a spot on 2. That's going to send a bunch of G2 players rotating over. This is taking a bit long for T1 if they want to make this A execute work. They're really taking their time.
Here.
See what they do off the back of this dimensional drift. Should be able to get some decent info.
Scouting out, seeing Trent lead, punishing the lurk. Pop flash set, Buzz sliding forward, able to find one. They force that gate crash away. Draw back across the opposite side of the map. Leaf now getting ready to go on this lurk. His way all the way up through mid. Stacks, however, cognizant of it. Watching from behind. Just swing fully into this though. Hops to back away. And now Leaf starts scaling forward. Sylv still watching for it. Balance in the meantime, pushing up. Sylv dead. The back line now exposed. Stacks. Last one standing. Tries to swing out. And cannot. G2 continue to fight back. Once more, 3 rounds separating them from tying things up.
The timing there, just a bit off. The senses for Stacks, good, but Leaf's patience better. That opens up those angles. Ooh, first shot a little bit whiffy there, but able to connect on the Meteor regardless. Just great stuff, great hold. Kind of knew where Stacks was. Need to work the map a little bit more here as T1. Way too readable. The whole time G2's leaning in for that, even though you have that dimensional drift to clear some space. You're opening up the opportunities. For G2, keep doing what you're doing. They're great at lurks on this map. And this is what I love to see. Leaf with the tour de force controlling mid.
Oh, Meteor. Once again, not quite going to connect Leaf. Just a hair off from finding that kill. Trademark still around the door. Wraps around. As Leaf joins in alongside Jogamo here. Buzz just frantically bouncing forward. Has a judge in hand. Looks for the punish. Turns back and somehow Leaf gets caught up in the crossfire.
Time to jump.
Loses his life, but it is traded out. Dimensional drift, however, still going to be committed. G2 not wanting to allow for this round to get away from them. They have the weapon advantage. It's Meteor widely just ignoring this Yoru, this devil on his shoulder. Thorns pop, enough of an avenue through. The Nebulas come through, Izu is looking for the stick. Spike now in play.
Cutting through.
2 Bulldogs, a Sheriff, and a Classic to try to hold this, and Izu able to escape out towards main, joins in alongside Stacks. Sylvan trying to go for a flank, but this is being watched, was by Jonah P, but now Sylvan, potential opening here. Meteor falls. That art side opened up. Izu going to be taken down. Stacks needs to try to interrupt him, but he cannot. G2, rocky at the start, but steady at the end. They do not allow for the Thrifty to come in. And now, it's just 1 round from tying this up.
Oh, got the spot under the leg of Buzz there. TP's out. Right there for the Classic. The Trademark got him. Got Buzz as well there. But it's a lack of patience again from T1. They don't play it cautiously to try to wait for Sylvan to get in a position to strike.
Time to jump.
They're contesting, they're trying to throw flashes, trying to make peeks happen with weaker weaponry. And they pay the price. G2's not gonna fall to that. Now finally they're gonna try B, but now Leaf's got it out.
Cleared, but Stacks will have seen enough. Ooh, goes for the Hunter's Fury. It's a bit of a blind opener here.
Well,
Rendezvous going to be used, gate crash as well. They clear out, but they're looking to refill this space. Leaf right back in here at Halls.
Enemy mark.
How do you try to clear them out? T1, they're completely committed.
Here.
And they're in a very precarious position now. Upper divide going to be used. Shot ringing out. Action not found. Izu TP's forward. Back to back there alongside Trent. Just a wall apart as the plank gets ready to come through.
Spike planted.
Fake out sent, ignored. Turret cleared. Buzz rotating around the back. Jonah P on the flank. Jogamo trying to open things up. Spotted out by the dart. Turn to the flash. Izu right back into it with Meteor. Take it down. Leaf able to find one. Scopes in and finds the shot point blank.
Last player standing.
Buzz trying to be the hero. Cannot. It's Jonah P. That backstab comes to fruition. 4 players alive. We are tied up 9-9.
they're just doing such a great job of dissecting the post-plant situations that T1 is trying to use. It's extreme patience again. And Izu, they're so eager to try to push through and clear halls. But instead, he pays the price. So ready for it is Leaf with that op. And Jonah P, extraordinarily patient. T1 has to take a timeout. They have to figure this out. Because right now, they're getting beat at the punches. This defender side from G2 is rock steady.
Only the anti-bonus round 1 so far here for T1. Now tied up. G2, even after having both timeouts expended in the first half, after having that 4-round deficit, they are not giving up. They're fighting back harder than ever. Led by Valen, top of the board across the entire lobby.
And the IGL for G2 stepping up, fragging when they need him to. Huge round wins that kept G2 very much alive in that first half. Will anybody be able to step up for T1?
We'll have to see. Everything to play for. That trophy right there in the center of the stage can only be claimed by one. Overdrive available here for Buzz. Stingers and a Sheriff to try to pull off another MasterCard Thrifty. G2. Fantastic weapons, tons of cash.
Where the Vice Wall is, right in Art. They're dropping 2 smokes in there as well. So Buzz might get past it, but now he's isolated.
It slides through and Jonah P can go up and over the top. They line up for him. Buzz at the turn back, able to find one. Does manage to take him down, a weapon that can be recovered here once that wall is gone.
Got the overdrive.
Sylvan does grab it. But a 3v4. Plant getting ready to come through.
Here we go.
Overdrive now pops slide into secret, and it's just double stacked. Jogamo taking a tiny bit of damage. Was able overall to find the kill. Zach's in a far back position. Sylvan whittled away at the shorty. The pumps not finding anything. The Chiggle peek. Absolutely disgusting from Jogamo, and Stacks tries desperately, but to no avail. G2 look to slam the door in their faces as they make it to double digits.
Just love the way Jog plays this agent. And this wall hadn't been noted. It had been there a couple rounds before, but that area of the map had not been explored by T1, and it catches them off guard. Nice! And it's gonna take everything for them to come back. The economy looking great for G2. The ops still in hand. The ults are flowing. You do have the Yoru ult for Izu. Outside of that, it's just your guns and your util. Can T1 find a way to break through? I mean, this double Sentinel composition is giving them fits on this defender side. They get so slowed up. They can't really push the pace like they want to. Bit of a check in towards mid, right into the dimensional drift. Nizu here. Get a decent idea. It's gonna see one, two.
Spots them both out. Jonah P, though, just swinging out of Izu. Trying to go up backside. Now the Steel Guardian going to be in play. They take away all of their weapons. The slide out denied. Valen catches Buzz through the fast lane. The spike is out. It's not stranded on the site. The T1 still looks like they are absolutely screwed.
They have enough time for a rotate, but they're not going for it. It's hard committed.
Game stagnant.
Have fun with this Hunter's Fury.
Recon over the top. Meteor able to find one. Lockdown gonna be coming into play. Hunter's Fury sent. Meteor tagged up. Dodges out the final pulse. Can he use it from here? He's stuck on the side. Swings out. It's gonna be good for one. But the ult cannot come to fruition. Divide here on the wall, trying to get the knife. Valen pumps in, and he finds them both! 11 rounds! G2 have figured out T1! They have downloaded the playbook!
T1 just looks lost. They're just pressing now. There's no fluidity to their movements. There's no guessing to what they're doing. It's just an A hit, and they're trying to brute force their way through it, and that just isn't going to work against a team of G2's caliber. You've got to dig deep. You've got to find some kind of hope, some kind of miracle play if you're going to keep yourselves in this, but it is looking dire. They have yet to find more than one round on this attacker side in a double duelist comp.
Couple shots from Joggermo, enough to shove Sylvan back. Meteor rotating back across. Widely just quiet from here. Smatterings of util thrown. Nothing gained. No space, no knowledge, no positions.
They might just try another short B hit or a long one.
Eve is here.
Know that op is there. What's your plan?
Op in play. Just a recon. Nebula to try to get the cross. Buzz bouncing forward. Beats out the first shot. The rotation's now starting to rejoin over towards this B site. T1 slowing things up a bit. Now pushing the accelerator once again. Buzz, Izu forward into halls. He's getting himself positioned up top, above. The lockdown now in play. Looking to zone them back.
Look at this stack in halls.
Nothing to try to clear this out. They're just sticking around, desperately hoping that someone peeks this corner. Stacks is playing around with it, but in the end, has to fade away.
Here.
One detained. Gonna be found. No, it's a fake out.
Obscuring vision.
Buzz trying to push the corner, but leap from above. Finds that kill. Meteor run down. Sylvan in the smoke. Finds himself a second. But Trent will flush him out. A swap of the weapons. The defuse being held. Trent, he's out at safety. He's desperately trying to get it done. And he's just managed to do it. The spike goes off. And somehow, it is a Red Bull clutch at the hands of Stacks by the narrowest of margins.
You have got to be kidding me! This looked like it had G2 written all over it. Doing a great job clearing out that whole angle. They're getting the kills. Sylvan comes up with some huge shots with the Sheriff. And then Stacks just has enough of an angle.
Let's go, let's go.
Just enough. And there's hope again. There's hope again for T1.
I'm out.
You can tell he didn't quite know if he had done enough. T1 breaking a 5-round win streak, but still down by a round. Able to afford a full purchase here for the most part. A couple half armors in the mix.
Stacks there, trying to find the Vice util. Actually just comes up short on the second shock dart. So doesn't get that cleared. Now they wait again.
There's 3 players on this site.
They're pinging out Secret. They really feel like that's where the players of G2 have been kind of posting up, and they're right. And you do have a Hunter's Fury, you do have a Cosmic Divide. See if they can get it to go.
Divide coming through, Jogamo forward here on the site, and Valen once again able to strike first and foremost. Hunter's Fury now from Stacks opened up. He's going fishing, hoping for something, but no tags to be found. Ping here onto Izu, sets up for his escape. The flash connecting from behind, but Jogamo still swinging on the corner, able to find it now back into the dimensional drift. Trent pushes out, Meteor dead. As they all just get mowed down, G2 not batting an eye. Previous round, who gives a damn? They sweep that Red Bull clutch under the rug. And in flawless fashion, get up to match point.
Trent just having none of this. Another beautiful flash. The util timing from Jogamo has been so darn good. Whether he's jumping in your face and then TPing out, throwing great flashes, dimensional drifting around. Trent there,
Literally just
big play for him.
Full, holding M1.
Yep, just hold the trigger and run at him. And it works a treat. And now it's everything that T1 has to try to get this to overtime for G2. Just one more. You get a couple shots at it. See if you can claim that Masters trophy.
Swing out Sylvan. That's so bold, I think they caught Jogamo off guard. Just a stinger in hand. Swings out. Gets himself behind the pillar, but it's gonna have to be a lurk play.
Obscuring vision.
Star through. Leaf. If he just goes for a timing shot, he's got Sylvan absolutely dead to rights. What does Sylvan do? Smoke about to dissipate. Leaf not on the angle. Sylvan able to tuck into the cubby to safety.
They know, they know.
They have a very strong suspicion, that's for damn sure. Now the rotations called back around. The G2 maybe start believing in it just a bit. Perhaps they have rotated,
Time to jump.
but it's about to get noisy
Teleport.
on this B site. Fast lane in play, Leaf. TP's back out to safety, avoiding getting stunned. The fake, oh, the teleport. Rather is Izu, it's just absolutely destroyed. Ping on the Sylvan, push up the corner, Jogamo puts him down.
Whoa!
The flank, noted. Stacks firing back. He and Buzz, the dynamic duo, who have been together for so very long. Try to keep the team in this map. For Jonah P. The 1-2. The clutch. The try to bring it back, but he cannot find it. T1. They hold on by a thread as they look to take us to yet another overtime.
Oh, for a moment. I think G2 saw that trophy in their eyes. But this flank, finally, a lurk is able to go for T1. Meteor, Buzz, able to get in there. Oh, Stacks with that Guardian. The hero plays, hits those headshots. But they need one more just to set it to overtime.
Can they do it again? Can they push this to the brink? They've gotten us to 5 maps. Can they get us to another overtime back-to-back?
They're trying to sell a fake. Tour de force could be in play, but for now they're just causing a little bit of commotion, setting up similarly to how they did in the last round. Let Sylvan try to create some pressure over on the B side on his own. No noise made by T1. Looking for some kind of aggression, some kind of push out. None coming. Sylvan again.
Creeping forward, Leaf, the spray, some minor taps. Sylv forced to back away quickly. Has to get tucked in. So starting to get deja vu. Stax, however, he shifted towards this side of the map.
Who's next?
But now the fake. He's ready to try to come into play. The dimensional drift forward here onto the A side, spotting him out. 37 seconds remaining in this round. Leaf, however, still here. Trent sticking around. 1 kill.
30 seconds left.
Gives him a Hunter's Fury. Leaf watching the angle, shifts back around. 23 seconds. They are running out of time. They need to get going right here, right now. G2. Rotation's about to begin. The stun under 1. Leaf gonna be taken down. Trent backpedaling, tacked up just a bit. Tries to counter straight through, but cannot find the spike now gonna be planted. Player advantage here for the side of T1.
Jonah P's gonna be late to this party.
He's watching for a lurk. They haven't spotted him out. Nizu gets rid of Valen. Takes him out of the equation. Time once again dwindling. Trent gonna be taken down. Strap in. It is far from over. We are going to overtime. T1 pushed back. And they extend this series once more.
The crowd is absolutely loving it here. They are thunderous in Bangkok. And no way in hell did I think there was any way that T1 was coming back in this. They look burnt, they look spent, but they dug deep. That experience coming through. And Sylv there doing such a nice job 2 rounds in a row, creating some distraction, creating some opportunity, creating some confusion, selling the fake with the dimensional drift, going deep into the playbook in the very last round as T1 to finally find another win. And here we go again, 2 maps in a row, overtime to decide who will be your Masters Bangkok champion.
It can all come down to this opening round. T1 damn strong on that defense. If they drop this here, it could be as good as done.
You see, there's been nothing
Holy
over at A main.
What is that shot? Down to 4 health. What a way to start this off.
Look at this, T1 can lean towards B. They haven't seen anything over at A. Buzz and Meteor trying to line up, see if they can knock a few players down on the way in.
Flash out the smoke here at the ready. Meteor sliding across into the corner, finding one. Buzz getting another, picking up 2. Gets the 3rd, pops the ultra. We'll be able to sit him down. He's been clutch for the team here in the past. The spike's going to be picked up, the dimensional drift. Just sprinting his way across saying, howdy folks, see you next time.
30 seconds left.
Gets his way over to this A side.
This is insane.
He's going to have to play this out in a 1v3. The spike now getting planted, T1 getting on the move.
Spike planted.
He's done it too many times today. Can he do it again?
This would be absolutely back-breaking. Jogamo, the Champions Trophy holder for G2 to try to clutch this out. So right now T1 just playing without information. There's a recon available for Stax. Helping to send it now. Gets the ping reveal. They know his position. He's tagged down, and the shotgun has him. And with this defuse, T1 get themselves to match point.
This time around, Stax isn't gonna let it go. Beautiful util here at the end. The recon dart into the shock dart. What a hold from Meteor and Buzz. Those nanos buy Meteor the ability to create that extra angle with Buzz. They're able to dodge that initial flash from Jog. 1 more to go. And I think that's about the loudest you'll get out of Autumn. And it's going to be an immediate timeout for G2. Josh RT, once again, trying to rally the troops, trying to get them back into this. He's been so good at it throughout the year. Does he have some more wizardry for G2? Or does T1 have it in them to find some way to claim their trophy When it all started to look like it was going to come crumbling down, they dug deep and gave us one of the best finals we're going to see in Valorant.
2 overtimes, map 5, in front of this electric crowd here in Bangkok. Both teams have been fighting tooth and nail to get to this moment. G2 now have to fight just a little bit harder to extend this and reset this overtime. Operator in hand here for Leaf. It's gonna be set up on an angle over by Art. Meteor potentially on the chopping block.
Meteor's challenged him here before, went for the crouch peek, but this time just leaves the turret. Doesn't want to mess with that again. It's gonna get cleared early.
It's just Jonah P right now. Jogamo not too far away.
All right up ahead again.
Flash over the top, Thorns to try to cut off that Hall's access. Line up here from Meteor, sending out that nano. Wall broken. Another Thorn though, saved. Taken out by that shock.
And this execute has to be immaculate if they're gonna stick to it. Are they gonna be ready for Jonah P's position? Tucked into that corner. The back of the hall. No lurks, just brute force.
Gate crash gets broken there by the Thorns. Gonna have to just push forward. Out of this relay bolt, however, getting a catch on the Jonah P. Spams out from the corner, but it's gonna be Trent. Coming to the rescue, Buzz, Izu. Bolt taken down. There's 3 players remaining here on the side of T1. Rethinking this, 40 seconds remaining. Starting to pivot now. How long does G2 give it? How long do they wait with the silence before they start rotating themselves over to that A site, trying to get the jump?
Valen somewhat in the vicinity, but not really close enough. Checking water, unsure if maybe there had been a lurking player. They didn't get a full confirm. Everybody from T1 was there. Now, kind of a very good idea. Meteor can hold down Art. Maybe a chance. Keep those crossfires good.
Plant is in. A kill for Stacks. Gives him a Hunter's Fury.
Here.
Ping comes down. Stacks' position. Sussed out, it would seem. Sylvan, however, the first to fall. Meteor trying to wrap around the back. Stacks finds one. Decides to fight forward. Ends up falling for it. Off point blank. Flick does not come through. The fuse, however, is already being held. And once again, we reset, we go deeper.
Again, just not much confusion to be found in the way that T1 sets this up. Oh, the ping reveals from Trent. Absolutely beautiful timing on the Sylv util. He finds a 3rd in the round as well. Coming up big here when G2 needs him. Still though, Jog, Valen topping the frag. Kill count for the side of G2. T1, Buzz, Meteor holding the line. Now we go again, this time Izu with the op. They've got him way far forward here at main.
Need that back.
May challenge Valen.
It's not been something that's been favoring the people on the opposite side today. Valen has still been absolutely on point. It's a big part of the reason why G2 got themselves back into this map.
Portal closed. Time to jump.
They're still alive in this tournament.
Things have really slowed down. Both teams don't want to make that mistake. That could cost them the tournament.
Izu needs to hit this if he wants to have any hope in hell. The swing coming through and Valen loses out on the fight. 3-player push now coming through Art. Sylvan sliding over towards that position. Opting not to go for the peek though. Main being watched, the fake out. Sends a shot, Leaf strafing forward. Meteor, however, able to find him. The ping out on the Jogamo. Takes the exit. Back over into main.
30
But he
seconds
fights back
left.
for one. Izu going to be on the floor. The operator now out of the equation. Meteor dancing around. Needs a shock dart. The Jonah P falls on the wayside. Jogamo Trent trying to fight back. But Stacks with 2 once again gives T1 match point.
They're able to get such a good read on this. Phenomenal patience from Sylvan. Izu there gets that first kill. And they're able to backpedal, put that operator to good use. Stacks stepping in, finding 2 big kills again. He has had some heroics here in the later stages of Pearl. T1 has championship point. Can G2 bring us to another? They're leaning in towards this middle push. It's the op for Leaf, but this time Meteor plays it a bit different.
Goes with a change up. The drone just now getting the spot out. Recon on the floor. So too is Meteor. Fantastic opening kill. G2.
Wall tripped.
Got to try something different here.
Just feels like the same setup.
It is.
Fake out forward, breaks the wall.
They have no information. I mean, they're just trying to rely on getting the reads on these executes.
Izu TPing forward, trying to play here on the corner, finds one, Buzz. Able to answer it back as Jogamo can take it down, Valen. However, dying, Buzz tries to fight their way back into this. Once again, it's just he and Stax to try to close this out. 3 players on the opposite side, the slide forward, they look to try to push him out of the corner, Stax, the IGL, sees the shoulder, knows their positions, but can't quite do much about
30
it.
seconds left.
12 bullets remaining. They reposition, they toy around, they bait the clock, they play this smartly. 20 seconds remaining, Stax needing to make a move. Looking to try to get the barrel stuff. He's able to do so, but he's down to 30
10
HP.
seconds left.
The reposition, opts to go for the fight. And Trent will just about find it. A knife's edge, but we carry on.
It's a crazy back and forth. I mean, they're able to gain a little bit more space this time, our T1. Able to push past some of the defenses. There's only so much you can do. They've got those high-lows, those crossfires set up against you. Sylvan got caught on the edge of a smoke. Sussed out by Jonah P. We go again. It's been defender-sided the whole way. Who's going to be the one to break that curse, to break that streak? This time, getting aggressive towards A-Main. They remembered where that op was last time, seeing if they can maybe catch it out early. This time, all the way on the other side is Izu.
As repositioned, alarm bot, as you say, just outside of Art here.
Sylvan could play off of that. Sliding back in towards site. Him and Meteor, they're util to work with.
Some spams through. Not so ambiguous anymore. G2 starting to ramp up the push. Trying to take this site before the rest of the players from T1 can try to get into position. Buzz just now looking like he's going to start trying to rotate over. For now, site completely obfuscated here by smokes, but Stax still able to find one. Ping reveal out, sprays through, Leaf on the floor. Stax will get timing on the reload. Jonah P! Oh, the professor nearly takes him to school. But Buzz and Izu play hooky. They skip class. They get back up to match point.
Stax has been unbelievable on this defender's side in these overtimes. He is getting multi-kill after multi-kill to keep them in this. And he's letting the crowd know. Little shake of the hand warmers. Op again for Leaf. And they're stacking towards the A side. You gotta feel like eventually T1's gonna test this area. They are correct. Leaf trying to hold that tight angle. See if this gets red.
It's a narrow margin.
Could throw the Yoru util.
It's gonna be the drone. Nope, never mind. Stax backing away.
Sylvan over on the other side of the map trying to sell a bit of a fake. It's kept Jogamo over there, but
Gate Crash is starting to work its way out so he can join in.
They pop the wall.
Yep, walls popped. Thorns there as well. Sylvan able to avoid taking some damage. Swing onto the corner, the off shot not going to connect. Leaf just a little bit too slow with that one. TP's back in towards knockout. He's stunned up. He's dead. Step one taken. T1 in with the advantage. Buzz in Demon Secret doesn't want to overextend. Opts to pull back. It's Valorant on the opposite side. Izu down to 6 HP, but still swinging, still finding value. As Meteor finds Trent. A 4v2, a 4v1, Jogamo! The one champion on this stage! Asked to do it all! The lockdown in play! No hope in hell! 16 to 14! The uncrowned kings of a forgotten throne are at long last anointed! T1 are your Masters Bangkok Champions!
And look at the players! Immediately, Buzz and Stacks went right to each other and were jumping and hugging their first international trophy. Over 1,300 days of playing professional Valorant together, and they finally get it. Meteor, another Masters trophy in the book. Sylv and Izu coming in here in their first time at the international level, and they get it done in the grand finals. What a performance, what a game. Both of these teams gave it everything they had today.
It's absolutely astounding perseverance from both of these teams. T1 just a little bit better on the day. G2 gave it their all, but unfortunately, it's gonna be a GG go next. But for T1, they will lift that trophy to the elation of this crowd as they kick off 2025. Not the best team in Korea, but the best team in the world.
A team built to win trophies, a super team, and they have absolutely proved it. Everybody had their moments here today. The emotion still shining. Tremendous, tremendous stuff. Oh my, that is one of the most insane matches you will ever see. And Stacks the IGL, he showed up huge when it mattered most. Split and Pearl was putting up those multi-kill rounds. Just dragging T1, kicking and screaming with him to victory.
From a third place finish at Istanbul so long ago to Buzz and Stacks besting it, getting into a grand final, guaranteeing at least second, and now claiming the trophy as their own. Such incredible plays the whole way throughout. T1 had the hardest road through that lower bracket against every single first seed team at this tournament.
And they beat them all. They beat every single one. It was just the hardest road possible to get here. In Pacific, they had to battle tooth and nail the whole way. 2 best of 5s. They come here into the grand finals of Masters Bangkok in front of the Pacific home crowd, and they're able to lift the trophy here in Thailand. Stunning. I just am blown away. I thought it might be done there for a moment. I'm not gonna lie. It looked like G2 had the read. It looked like G2 had it figured out. Looked like Jonah P and others had solved the equations, but no. Hero plays came through, and T1 got us to overtime and got themselves that victory. Oh my.
And for Sylvan to come back into this tournament, he didn't start on the starting roster when this began, but he was asked to come back in to play, and play he absolutely did. Absolutely instrumental in every single map. The assist god of this tournament, involved in damn near every kill.
Brilliant utility usage, absolutely brilliant. And Izu may have been the best player overall for T1 this entire tournament. So consistent, no matter what role he had to use. Whether it be a duelist, whether it be a sentinel, whether it be an initiator. The flexibility of Izu was pivotal for T1 to get this win. They were so creative with their compositions. They didn't run much Taeho. So many teams ran the Taeho meta, and T1 said, nah, double duelist is the way. We're APAC, baby.
APAC indeed. For G2, further commiserations. A gut-wrenching loss here in this final. But what a statement to the world overall to come into this, make it to their first global final, and put up that insane of a performance. Those players will be back. We will see them in Americas. I'm sure we will see them in Masters Toronto. But for T1, it's their time, it's their moment here in the limelight. And my God, I'm sure they have a hell of a lot to say. So let's down and send it down. Hear from all of them. The Rise and Post match.
Thailand, give it up for your newborn champions, T1! And here to celebrate our winning team, we have Anna and Leo with us. Now give it up one more time for T1!
ทางนี้ก็มีทางคุณแอนนาและคุณลีโอนะครับเพื่อมาแสดงความยินดีให้กับแชมเปี้ยนผมขอเสียงดังๆอีกทีหนึ่งให้กับทีวันด้วยครับ
Congratulations, guys. What an intense series. Now, Buzz, I want to hear you say it. Who is the best team in the world?
T1! As you can see, T1 is the best team in the world!
และทีวันคือทีมที่เก่งที่สุดในโลก
But seriously, that was too much. I didn't know if I wanted to cry, if I wanted to cheer. What was it like for you in that last moment when everything was at stake? 심장이 너무 아파서 이게 아픈 건지 아니면 가슴이 벅차오르는 건지 모르겠더라고요. 마지막 순간에 정말 우승을 하느냐 못하느냐였는데 선수로서는 어떤 경기였을까요?
일단은 제가 3회 때 너무 못해가지고 5맵 가면은 이겨준다고 하면서 열심히 했는데 또 이렇게 결실을 맺게 돼서 너무 행복하고요. 첫 우승을 이렇게 힘들게 할 줄 몰랐는데 그래도 뭐 하게 되니까 진짜 말로 표현할 수 없을 정도로 행복한 것 같습니다.
Map 4, I wasn't really performing my best, so going into map 5, I was telling my teammates, hey, sorry about that, let me win this for you, and I'm very, very glad that I was able to back up my words. And I mean, the first trophy, why did it have to be so hard? But you know, it feels unreal, and I cannot describe how I feel at this moment. I am just so elated.
สำหรับตอนนี้นะครับผมอยากรู้เมื่อกี้นี้ครับว่าเกมสุดท้ายบัสจะรู้สึกยังไงนะครับผมแต่ท้ายที่สุดแล้วคือต้องบอกก่อนนะครับว่าในแมปที่4เนี่ยเขาทำได้ไม่ค่อยดีเลยสัญญากับเพื่อนของเขาไว้ครับว่าแมปที่5เขาจะกลับมาและเขาทำตามปากของเขาจริงๆครับผมกลับมาได้จริงๆและยังไม่จบเป็นถ้วยแรกทำไมถึงต้องยากขนาดนั้นตอนนี้ไม่รู้จะต้องพูดยังไงเลยครับโอ้โห
And Meteor, I'm gonna turn to you. I mean, you've been here, you've lifted the trophy before, but the question coming into Masters Bangkok this year, it was, can you do it again? And here's your second trophy. So what does it mean to you to be able to lift this trophy, your second trophy, this time with these guys? 메테오 선수, 올해 트로피를 다시 한번 들어 올릴 수 있을까? 이 질문이 스스로도 가장 궁금했을 것 같거든요. 두 번째 트로피입니다. T1과 함께 들어 올린 트로피인데 어떤 심정일까요?
며칠 전 인터뷰에서 저희 팀원이랑 새로 트로피 든다고 약속했었는데 약속 지킨 것 같아서 기분 정말 좋은 것 같습니다.
Well, in my other interview, I said I'm leaving the past trophy behind and I will be lifting this trophy with T1, my new team. And I am very glad that I made that into reality today.
ครับผมและสำหรับคำถาม Meteor นะครับคือเคยได้1ถ้วยมาแล้วนะฮะ รู้สึกยังไงที่ได้อีก1ถ้วยในวันนี้นะครับผมซึ่งคำตอบของเขานะครับก็บอกเลยว่าถ้วยเก่าเราทิ้งไว้ตรงนั้นครับวันนี้เราได้อีกถ้วยหนึ่งกับทีม T1 ทีมนี้รู้สึกภาคภูมิใจมากๆเลยครับผม
Izu, I'm gonna turn to you because I remember you in Pacific Kickoff, your very first debut, and you were in tears after the team got knocked out. But here you are, looking at the trophy, and it's yours. Can you tell us about your journey and how you were able to bounce so hard, bounce back, and eventually become the world champions? 이주 선수 퍼시픽 킥오프 때 눈물을 흘리는 모습을 볼 수도 있었는데 트로피 이제 이주 선수거든요. 그동안 이 순간을 위해서 어떤 노력을 해왔는지 자세히 들어보고 싶습니다.
일단 제가 T1에서 플렉스 롤을 맡게 된 것도 있고 제가 좀 여러 가지 역할을 하면서 오늘도 솔직히 좀 안 좋은 퍼포먼스를 많이 보여드린 것 같은데 그럼에도 불구하고 같이 이겨내준 저희 형들이 너무 고맙고 연습 때도 같이 좀 많은 고생들을 했는데 이렇게 좀 국제대회에서 의미 있는 성적을 남길 수 있게 돼서 너무 기쁩니다.
트로피 들어보니까 어때요? 무거운가요?
무겁던데요.
Well, I don't think I put up my best performance in this series. I mean, there were moments where I let my teammates down, but I am glad that we were able to do this as a team together. And for me, it means a lot because I've been taking over the flex role, taking on different roles for my team, doing different things. And I am very, very glad that we're able to make this happen together. And yeah, damn, that trophy is so heavy.
และสำหรับตัวของอิสุเองนะครับบอกว่าคือคำถามเนี่ยต้องถามก่อนนะครับว่าเมื่อก่อนเนี่ยหมายถึงว่าตอนต้นเนี่ยครับอาจจะแบบมีขรุขระกันบ้างทำยังไงถึงจะกลับมาได้นะครับผมและกลับมาถือถ้วยเลยทีเดียวซึ่งคำตอบของเขาก็คือก็ต้องขอบคุณจริงๆนะครับขอบคุณสำหรับเพื่อนร่วมทีมที่สามารถทำให้เขากลับมาตรงนี้ได้แล้วก็เชื่อใจกันนะครับผมเพราะว่าจริงๆเนี่ยเขาลองเล่นกันเฟล็กซ์พอสมควรเหมือนกันแต่ถ้าเกิดเพื่อนร่วมทีมไม่เชื่อใจเขามาถึงจุดนี้ไม่ได้ครับ
Now, Sylvan, I think you've done an incredible job, especially when it comes to dealing with the pressure. Not only the ones from the fans, but also the pressure within yourself. So talk to me about how you stepped up. You had that massive blow up as a player, and how much you feel like you've grown throughout Masters Bangkok. 실반 선수 굉장히 부담도 많이 됐을 상황에서 너무 잘해줬어요. 정말 더할 나위 없이 잘해줬는데, 정말 실반 선수가 든든하게 해주고 알을 깨고 나온 것 같다라는 평가도 많이 나오고 있거든요. 선수로서의 어느 정도의 성장을 이뤄냈다고 스스로 느끼는지 그리고 이번 우승이 개인적으로 어떤 의미인지 궁금합니다.
일단 여기 방콕 와가지고 저의 실력은 거의 한 90% 정도 올라갔다고 생각하고요. 그리고 지금 제가 첫 국제 대회인데 첫 오자마자 바로 트로피를 들어가지고 일단 거기에 너무 기쁘고 일단 앞으로도 계속 트로피는 될 것 같긴 한데 일단 첫 국제 대회에서 바로 트로피 되니까 너무 좋은 것 같습니다.
Well, I feel like in Masters Bangkok, I unlocked 90% of my full potential. So there's a lot more potential to be shown, a lot more that you can expect from me. But given that it's my first international tournament and I lifted my first global trophy, it feels good. But I see more trophies coming in the future. So I don't know. It feels really good. That's my lucky charm here.
และสำหรับคำถามนะครับผมสำหรับซิลวานะครับผมนั่นคือแรงกดดันที่เยอะมากๆจากทั้งทีมทั้งแฟนตัวเองนะครับผมต่างคนนะครับก็ต่างมีแรงกดดันเนาะซึ่งต้องถามก่อนนะครับว่าซิลวาเนี่ยรู้สึกยังไงนะครับซึ่งตอนนี้เขาก็บอกว่าเขาภาคภูมิใจมากเนื่องจากว่านี่เป็นทัวร์นาเมนต์แรกของเขาและนี่ก็เป็นถ้วยรางวัลระดับโลกอันแรกของเขาแล้ววันนี้เล่นไปแค่ 90% ของตัวเองเท่านั้นเนี่ยประสิทธิภาพยังมีให้อันล็อกอีกนะเพราะฉะนั้นเนี่ยเขามองเลยนะครับว่าอนาคตรอดูถ้วยเพิ่มขึ้นได้เลยครับ
And Stacks, 5 years in the making, but you've done it. And even before coming into Masters Bangkok, even before that first match, you said you have confidence in the team, you have faith in the team that you guys can lift this trophy together. What was the source of your confidence and your faith in your teammates? 우승할 수 있을 거라고 팀원들에게 믿음이 있다고 대회 시작 전부터 얘기했잖아요. 우선 이 믿음의 원천이 어디서 오는 건지도 궁금하거든요.
일단 거짓말은 아니었고요. 우승할 수 있다는 게 저희가 연습하면서 저희가 우여곡절도 많았지만 저희 팀이 이제 제가 하는 콜들이나 제가 하고 싶었던 것들, 우리 팀원들이 하고 싶었던 것들이 다 모이면서 이 게임을 이 방콕 대회에서는 질 수가 없다라는 걸 저희가 먼저 생각을 했고요. 비록 바이탈리티에서 처음에 패배를 했지만 그때조차도 저는 의심하지 않았고 저희 팀원들을 끝까지 믿고 저희를 믿어주신 분들 때문에 충분히 이길 수 있었던 것 같습니다.
Well, yeah, I really meant it when I said I believe that we can definitely win the whole thing. And it was just me looking at how my teammates were following my calls. They believed in my calls. And we had executes, and we had great comms and great friendship, great bonds. Everything just put together. It just made me feel like, why not us? We can definitely win this. And even after losing to Vitality in that opening match, I still had that faith in my teammates as well.
โอ้โหบอกเลยนะครับว่า5 ปีนะครับผมที่ Stack ทำได้แล้วนะครับผมในวันนี้ถามว่าอะไรนะครับผมที่สามารถทำให้เขามั่นใจขนาดนั้นในการคว้าถ้วยนี้ได้เพราะตอนแรกเขาบอกไปแล้วว่าเขาจะต้องคว้าได้กับทีมนี้คำตอบเลยครับทุกครั้งที่เขาเล่นเขารู้สึกว่าเล่นกับเพื่อนเล่นแล้วมีความเชื่อใจกันเล่นแล้วมีการสื่อสารที่ดีเลยตั้งคำถามง่ายๆครับแล้วทำไมถึงไม่เป็นพวกเราล่ะแล้ววันนี้เขาทำได้แล้วครับ
But what about today? It was not easy. Did you ever doubt yourself?
이것도 전혀 의심 안 했고요. 저희도 우리가 질기자고 폴더 나왔었고 그리고 비록 마지막 맵에서 제가 엄청 자신이 있었거든요. 근데 제가 실수를 하거나 뭔가 마음에 안 드는 게 있으면은 제가 저희 팀원들한테 제발 지적을 해서 그걸로 어떻게 해서 만들어낼 테니까 그 효과 때문에 저는 진짜 이긴 것 같습니다.
Well, no. I was really confident in my calls and on the last map. And there were moments where I made a little bit of mistakes, but my teammates called me out on it, and I told them, please do so, because we can definitely win this. And it was those little moments that led up to this trophy.
โอ้โหแล้ววันนี้นะครับที่เขาคิดว่ามันน่าจะยากนะครับผมแต่ท้ายที่สุดแล้วเนี่ยก็ต้องบอกเลยนะครับว่าบางครั้งผมก็พลาดจริงๆแต่ท้ายที่สุดแล้วเพื่อนร่วมทีมช่วยกันนะครับบอกไม่เป็นไรเอาใหม่เอาทีละรอบครับผมจนตอนหลังได้ถ้วยมาเลยฮะ
And Autumn, our coach. Everyone thought this tournament was going to be all about Taeho. But you guys, you stuck to your own style and you played into your strength. Do you feel like this trophy is a reward to your creativity and how you believed in yourself? 이번 대회 태호와 메타를 누가 가장 잘 파악하느냐에 달려있다고 다들 말을 했었는데 T1은 T1만의 것들로 우승을 했거든요. 덕분에 더 의미 있는 우승일 것 같은데 어떻게 생각하시나요?
이게 탑게임과 다르게 이 발로란트라는 게임이라서 가능한 거라 생각을 하고 저희처럼 이제 타격대 둘을 쓰거나 캐리롤을 몰아줬을 때 잘 전략을 준비하고 준비를 잘 하면은 이렇게 우승할 수 있다는 거를 보여줄 수 있어서 이 우승이 다른 팀들에게도 큰 의미로 다가왔으면 좋겠습니다.
I think honestly this was possible because it's Valorant, but I would like to show the world that you can definitely win with double duelists and sometimes having someone take that hyper carry role. I hope that I inspired other teams when it comes to the meta and composition, and it definitely means a lot.
สำหรับทัวร์นาเมนต์นี้นะครับผมเราคิดว่าจะเป็นทัวร์นาเมนต์ที่มีแต่เตโฮแล้วนะครับผมแต่สำหรับออทัมเองนะครับเขาเชื่อว่ามันไม่ใช่แบบนั้นนะเราสามารถมี strategy กลยุทธ์ใหม่ๆนะครับผมที่สามารถมี double duelist ก็ได้หรือว่าจะเป็น hyper carry สักคนหนึ่งเลยก็ได้คือผมรู้สึกว่ามันเป็น Valorant มันทำอะไรก็ได้และที่สำคัญที่สุดเลยผมรู้สึกว่าผมอยากให้คนทั้งโลกและทีมอื่นๆได้ลองสร้างสรรค์คอมใหม่ๆและวิธีการเล่นใหม่ๆเหมือนกันครับตอนนี้ผมรู้สึกภูมิใจมากครับ
And Carpe, over to you. I think you're very much part of the success as these guys over here. I see you supporting all of these players backstage and always hyping them up. So what does this trophy mean to you and how do you feel? How proud are you of your teammates? 카르페 선수도 정말 이 트로피에 많은 기여를 했습니다. 정말 뒤에서 묵묵히 서포트를 해주기도 했었고 정말 많은 것들을 해주는 모습을 볼 수 있었는데 지금 이 순간 스스로도 굉장히 자랑스러울 것 같거든요. 소감 들려주시죠.
일단 트로피 이게 들게 돼서 되게 행복하고요. 그리고 제가 팀에 조금이라도 도움이 됐다면 그것만으로 저는 만족합니다.
Well, it definitely feels like a dream to be lifting this trophy with these guys. And as long as I was part of this success, as long as I was able to help these guys, that's what matters for me.
ครับผมและสำหรับคาเป้เองเนี่ยครับผมถึงแม้ว่าอาจจะไม่ได้ลงทุกเกมนะฮะแต่ว่าก็มีหนึ่งส่วนสำคัญเหมือนกันนะครับผมในการทำให้ในการยกถ้วยนี้ของ T1 เนี่ยเกิดขึ้นได้สำหรับทางคาเป้เองก็บอกว่ารู้สึกดีครับผมถึงแม้ว่าผมอาจจะไม่ได้เล่นจริงๆแต่ถึงแม้ว่าผมจะช่วยอะไรก็ตามได้ในกับเพื่อนร่วมทีมเนี่ยยังไงก็รู้สึกเป็นเกียรติครับเพราะนี่คือทีมของผมที่สามารถยกถ้วยได้ในวันนี้ครับ
And production's going to kill me for this, but Buzz wanted to say one last thing, so there you go, Buzz.
일단은 여기까지 오는데 너무 힘들었지만 저희 T1 직원분들도 너무 감사드리다고 말씀드리고 싶고 그리고 제가 감독님이 퍼시픽 준우승했을 때 꼭 자기가 세계대회 우승컵 하나 들어주겠다고 약속했었거든요. 그래서 그것도 너무 감사드리다 말씀드리고 싶고 제가 5년 동안 프로 하면서 이 자리에 쓸 수 있게 도움 주신 분들이 너무 많아서 그래서 꼭 말씀드려야 될 것 같아서 일단은 젠지의 먼치킨 형한테도 너무 감사드리다고 말씀하고 싶고 그리고 DRX의 코칭 감독님들 너무 감사드리다 말씀드리고 싶고 그리고 유정선 코치님도 감사드리다 말씀드리고 싶고 제타 손선호 형도 고맙다고 한마디 드리고 싶고요. 그리고 크레이지 라쿤의 파반 코치님도 너무 감사드리다고 말씀드리고 싶습니다.
You're really testing my memory here. But yeah, what Buzz said, I couldn't have done this alone. I would like to thank the T1 org and also other coaches and coaching staff and fellow players whom he mentioned. You can look it up later. To help me get over here, 5 years, it's been a long, tough journey. Couldn't have done it without them. And when we played second in Pacific Kickoff, Autumn told me, hey, don't worry, I'm gonna get to that trophy. We're gonna win it together. And I am very grateful for Autumn for believing in me and my teammates as well. And that's it from Buzz. Now congratulations T1 once again! So we heard it from our champions, but stick around because we will be announcing our MVP in a while. We'll see you soon.
And that was your Verizon post-match interview, and a massive congratulations to T1, your Masters Bangkok Champions. You're hearing everyone in the back lose their dang minds. It's awesome stuff here. And as Jen said, make sure you stick around because we're going to be awarding the MVP in just a little bit. But folks, I mean, guys, this was what a... Wow. Best final, right?
I mean, an insane final. And actually, one of the truly great matches of this tournament that couldn't have come at a better time. Both teams had 3 championship points spread out between the final 2 maps. G2 just could not grasp onto their opportunities. T1 finally able to convert on the 3rd.
Yeah, there's been moments where, for example, seeing the Abyss, seeing finally that new composition, seeing a match that we had not seen so far, especially in a tournament where we had such little teams, to get this quality, to get this many overtimes. This crowd deserve that.
Who would have thought, though, after how low T1 was rated coming into this tournament, that this 10th tournament would be the one for Stacks and Buzz to finally win a trophy together. The first one where they're off of that DRX organization, and they do it in 5 maps, in overtime in the last 2. Just such an incredible journey from beginning to end.
Yeah, without a doubt. And of course, I'd be remiss if I didn't, give commiserations, of course, to G2 on an incredible tournament run. Both teams just showed us so much grit, Sideshow. That's the biggest thing I took away from this.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think we'll see G2 back at these kind of moments in the future, but T1, their sun run could not be stopped. It felt like they had gathered all of the momentum like a giant avalanche throughout this tournament.
Like a meteor?
No.
No,
meteors burn up as they go through the atmosphere. Not this guy. He keeps getting better.
Okay, I guess it's completely fair. Now, it's time for your MVP. This was chosen by a mixture of influencers as well as journalists and us, the on-air talent. So let us find out who is the most valuable player of Masters Bangkok and send it back over to Jen at the stage.
Welcome back, everybody. The votes are in and MVP is ready to be announced. We have Leo on stage with us. So Leo, take it away.
This player joined T1 in 2025 to help them form their new all-Korean super team. This was his third consecutive appearance at a Masters Grand Finals, and he also becomes the first player to win 2 Masters titles back-to-back. Please give it up to Masters Bangkok MVP, Meteor.
Meteor, where are you?
MVP ของพวกเราในปีนี้นะครับผมในรายการ Masters Bangkok นะครับที่จะมอบโดยคุณลีโอนะครับฟาเรียนะครับนั่นคือ Meteor นะครับผู้เล่นที่อยู่กับ T1 ในปี 2025 เคยได้ Masters มาแล้ว1ครั้งและนี่คือครั้งที่2ของเขาสำหรับ MVP ของเราขอเสียงให้ Meteor ด้วยครับ
Okay. Masters bracelet. What a wholesome moment.
What a wholesome moment, and of course,
What a wholesome
wow.
Selfie too.
And a selfie. Can we join?
At least my hand was in it.
Okay.
Thank you, Leo.
Thank you, Leo. Yeah.
And Meteor, how do you like that bracelet? It looks very shiny. 어때요? 반짝거리는데?
정말 예쁜 것 같습니다.
It's so beautiful and pretty. Now, Meteor, you're the first one in Valorant's history ever to win back-to-back global event. What does it feel like for you to, make history? 최초로 2연속 마스터스 우승컵을 들어올린 유일한 선수가 됐습니다. 역사를 세우고 있는 기분이 어떠세요?
제가 좋아하는 게임을 하면서 그 역사 안에 제가 있다는 것에 또 감명을 깊게 받는 것 같고요. 그리고 늘 뒤에서 응원해주시는 팬분들 덕분에 또 힘 얻는 것 같아서 항상 감사하게 생각하고 있습니다.
I am so grateful that I get to be part of something that I've enjoyed and something that I lived through. So I am very, very grateful for all the support and everyone that's helped me to get here at this point.
ครับผมและสำหรับคำถามนี้นะครับก็คือว่ารู้สึกยังไงในการสร้างประวัติศาสตร์โดยการคว้าแชมป์ติดกันนะครับผมสำหรับรายการมาสเตอร์ถึง2ครั้งเลยทีเดียวนะครับสำหรับคำตอบของเมทิออร์คือหลักๆคือคำขอบคุณนะครับผมที่ขอบคุณทุกคนที่มีส่วนร่วมในการทำให้ผมเนี่ยมาถึงจุดนี้ได้ครับยังไงก็ต้องรู้สึกดีมากๆอยู่แล้วครับ
And lastly, everyone kind of dreams of moments like this, and we usually just look in the mirror and practice what we want to say if that moment comes true. So anything you would like to say? 원래 약간 이런 상상하고는 하잖아요. 나의 순간이 찾아왔을 때 거울 보면서 막 연습하고 상상하기도 하는데 지금 그 순간이 찾아왔거든요. 하고 싶은 말 다 하게 해드리겠습니다.
일단 제가 2회 우승을 했었는데 앞으로도 더 우승컵 들 수 있도록 열심히 할 거고 그리고 이 순간 꼭 잊지 않도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
Well, yeah, so today I became the first one in Valorant's history to win 2 back-to-back Masters events, and I will never forget this moment. I will cherish this moment forever in my heart, and I will try my best, work hard, come back stronger to lift another trophy too.
นะครับสำหรับคำถามนี้นะครับผมเขาเชื่อว่าทุกคนนะจะต้องมีโมเมนต์ที่เราคิดถึงความฝันแล้วเราก็ต้องจินตนาการว่าเราได้รับความฝันนั้นจริงๆนะครับผมแต่วันนี้ความฝันนั้นมันเกิดขึ้นจริงอยากรู้ว่าเขารู้สึกยังไงนะครับสำหรับตัวของเมเทียร์เองเนี่ยก็รู้สึกยังไงก็ต้องรู้สึกดีอยู่แล้วรู้สึกว่ามันตื้นตันหัวใจจริงๆต้องขอบคุณทุกคนจริงๆนะครับผมในการที่ทำให้ฝันของเขาเนี่ยเป็นจริงในการสร้างประวัติศาสตร์ที่ได้แชมป์มาสเตอร์ถึง2ครั้งอย่างไรก็ตามครับนี่มันยังไม่จบแค่นี้นะครับผมและอนาคตน่าจะมีถ้วยมาเพิ่มครับ
Well, congratulations, Meteor. Enjoy tonight. Well deserved. And that's it from us on stage. Thank you so much for a great event. And this is us saying Sawadee-kap. Kokum-kap. Bye.
Thank you so much for that, Isara and Jen, and congratulations to the soft-spoken slayer, Meteor, your MVP here at Masters Bangkok. And this guy absolutely lit up the server every time he was in there, but more importantly, Mimi, it's the fact that this guy has made history with this win today.
It's truly incredible. Meteor last year being on that team, the first Korean team, the first Asian team to lift a global trophy in Valorant. They couldn't do it at Champions, but then they come back here. He's on a completely different roster, and he manages to win it again. And not only that, take home that MVP bracelet.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think that we can also make an argument. I'm very happy that he got it. I think that he 100% deserved it. Love the vibes, love the ISO, love even the killjoy. He's been one of the only people, not the only one, who got it. But also I think that we can make an argument, like, for example, a player like Stax, for such a long time, he was the IGL to beat when you went to an international event. And sometimes it was lackluster performances. And I feel like today he had so many good moments, not only in the calls, but also individually. Same goes for Izu and his flexibility. I think that we can make an argument for almost anyone in this team.
It's an incredible run that they've gone on where everybody feels like they've reached that full potential super early in the year. And I love the spread of accomplishments that we've seen, from Stax and Buzz, who've struggled so hard to get that trophy, to Meteor, who seems like he just plucks them off trees whenever he likes. And you've got those newer people in the middle of Sylv and Itsu, where it's their first or second time attending an event. They don't know the struggle, and this is their first time picking up a trophy. Their history's yet to be written. It's such a sick blend of stories.
Yeah, for Izu, he'd only been to one global event before, bombed out 0-2. He won his first ever global match at this tournament, and has won the whole damn thing. Same thing over for Sylvan as well. A rookie tournament, being subbed out, subbed back in, and in his first global event, lifting that trophy.
Absolutely, and once again, we thought that Tejo was going to dictate the winner, the one that gets the further, and even though it worked for a team like G2 that had an amazing final, like, do not forget for a single minute that this was a map 5 overtime, for them to be playing the double duelist, something that was not that popular since like a couple of years ago, even when we had the chamber and we could do some mix and match here and there, the way that they've been doing it, I love the fact that we can still see these things working in Valorant.
You mentioned that fifth map, 4th consecutive global grand final to go to a map 5.
I mean, that's just sick, isn't it?
That's crazy.
One of the people to thank for that is Meteor.
That's very true. That's very true.
He only plays bangers.
Yeah, that's all
it's in
he
his
plays.
contract.
He all spins all the bangers all the time. Well, folks, look, Masters Bangkok is wrapping up quickly here, but the action ain't stopping, baby, because we have VALORANT Champions Tour gearing right up across all the different regions, with VCT China starting March 13th, VCT Americas, where you'll find myself, Mimi, and Sideshow there, March 21st, VCT EMEA, March 26th, where you'll see Kakuka, Yinsu, and everyone else, as well as Seth and Achilleos, and the champions of Masters Bangkok T1, March 22nd, VCT Pacific launches. And Mimi, I think this is going to be a season for the record books.
It absolutely will be. Remember, despite winning the trophy here in Bangkok, T1 didn't even win back in Pacific. It was DRX
They're
to
the
do
number
that.
2 seed.
Yeah, so them now in a position to try and win that domestic.
Are you saying they're not the best team in Korea?
No, I think they proved that. Maybe even the best team in the world.
Yeah.
And also, do not forget, we're back with the leagues. We're going to have a new agent. We're going to have some maps coming back. So I think it's going to be very interesting to see, once again, apparently for every stage, how the meta is going to be
I know,
shaped.
I feel for the pros, because they've only just got used to the Teo meta, and they're like, wait, maybe it wasn't a Teo meta, maybe it was a duelist meta, and then now you got Waylay, and then
You
you're
can
like,
never trust us.
It's got to be a duelist meta now. Everyone's going to be retooling. It's going to be crazy.
Personally, I blame Plapchat. Meaning. Sorry.
For what?
I just felt like...
For something.
Just for apropos.
For doubting? Yeah, that's fair. It's also all leading up to Masters Toronto, second Masters tournament of the year. It's going to be 12 teams at that event, and the first event in Canada for Valorant, and already the grassroots scene, the amount of passion in that city for Valorant is huge, and I'm so excited to see these teams back again
I've always wanted
in
to go
Toronto.
to Canada.
I mean, Jonah P, Canadian player, potentially making it to Masters Toronto. There's still quite a way to go. But I do have a feeling that G2 might end up being like a Team Heretics of last year. They've got that in them where
Why
they
are
make
you
it deep
saying
and
that
fall
right
at the
now?
final hurdle. the double map ban into having 3 championship points and losing. It's given heretics.
Hello, Egg. Coming from Brown Egg. Please stop, okay? Please stop.
I'm just saying my truth.
Do we have to do this right now? Goodness gracious, Sideshow, I can't take this man anywhere. Look, guys, first thing I want to say is, of course, a massive thank you to everyone who stuck around with us to the end of the show. You guys who make this game happen, all of our co-streamers who are watching right now, who hopefully are listening to the words that I'm saying. We thank you very much for the support and everything that you contribute to this great sport. And also, I want to thank my colleagues here. I only came in for the last 4 days. These people were here the entire time, busting their ass for you guys at home because they love this sport, they love this game, and they love you guys. So I want to give a big thank you to everyone that came out to watch this show, all these incredible fans that gave their heart and soul to the people on that stage.
They're after midnight.
Here. It's after,
yeah,
girl, it's past my bedtime. All right, folks, let's go ahead and close this show. But that is going to do it for us here. Stage 1 is right around the corner. And then coming up next, we're going to one of the greatest countries on God's green earth. Masters Toronto. We're going to Canada, baby. We'll see you then. And we thank you so much for tuning in. Hey, not bad.
That's how you end it.
Take care, everybody.
Of course.
Peace.
The world's top 8 teams have come to Southeast Asia for the region's first ever global event. The Road to Champions starts right here.
Dodging, juking, Chichu can't see a bloody thing. Blind as anything, yet still wins that fight out. Dominates the angle. It's important to control a main. Simon with the slam, bloody dunk. EDG, what an opening here to Masters Bangkok.
Use the DRX Classic, then Celsius is an easy cut.
Oh! He got me.
Chunman is trying to hold things down over for Waterfall. Flashback trying to get in there on the opposite side. Cannot do someone freeing! What just happened? Tap after tap! DRX! Rock up the Bangkok! 2-0 over Sentinels!
This is the 2 super teams of 2025. It does not get more hype than this.
T1 want to try and flood into this. Tucked into the site. Is there any defense in order? Dunker! Coming alive, and no one clearing this guy out.
But they breach-ulted him and didn't clear him!
One-man army!
They're not clearing him!
They're not clearing shite!
You're up against Tracy Sports, and they surprised everybody last year.
Last year's last year, and they're going to have to do it again.
If you're going to be that high tier, stand up to the test. Jorgamo again, absolute control, chaos, 3 big kills, and this man is just something else.
It's time for the best of EMEA to take on the best of Pacific. Right now, IGL, they have to frag.
The anchor of Mako, he's good for it. Bane again tries to get out onto this site. The ult will push him back. Mako still standing strong. It's all Mako. Durka on the timing to fight in.
Vitality have a lot to do. Dash up on top side. Durka gets a third. Vitality on pace. Potentially steal this round away. Durka on 4. Durka holding. Flashback comes into him. And Durka sits him down. It's the ace.
That's my MVP. That's my MVP. LeBron James.
Chichu has been golden so far, and a big opportunity. Oh, he's still fighting! A huge 1v2. He knows about Leaf. 7 bullets, 17 HP. Trent trying to call him forward. Chichu, he answers the call! No free orbs, no chance, nobody. Oh, it's just gorgeous from nobody, farming him up. EDG living up to their legacy.
Today is do or die. 4 teams are up for an early exit. Nobody wants to be the first one to go home.
Steph getting the reveal. It's the 1-tap. What is that transfer? Oh, pushes forward. Hits the headshot. Another player right here in front of him. Double peeks back in with a shorty in hand. And we'll be able to just shut this down. Flawless from T1.
That was outrageous.
T1 persevere. They send Trace home. They send them packing.
Do you have any spicy takes? Anything?
Everyone is horrible. We're horrible. The blades whistled away. Kamek with a chance, potentially to contain. That is unbelievable. It is popular. No coverage inside. Guts! Oh my God! And it's all nuts. What a beast of a performance, an all-timer.
We have never seen this inter-regional clash on stage.
Value has been found. Monko going to be taken down. His stack slips for a little bit more. Izu gets a second. Woo! 7 seconds remaining. Rotates around towards backside. Izu finds a third. And he gets the bar. A monstrous Red Bull clutches Izu. Towards Hall. The cut across. Izu with the peak. Flash back going to be taken down. TP's forward. Bane stunned up. He's knocked out of the park. Kevin cannot find anything.
Who's the best team in Korea now?
13-4. T1 reigns supreme on this day. Get their first ever victory over DRX.
All I can smell here. Success smells like playoffs to me.
It's an absolute mess. Jonah P putting them in their graves. Offsets the time, wins the fight. He's basically won him the round. Look at this.
It's not going to happen.
Nats is still here. He's in control of it again. He's always good for him. Nats is outstanding at his job.
Now G2 on the approach.
This is really risky. G2 clearing house. G2 setting the record straight. America's keeping their hope alive.
4 teams are in the top 4. They're all from a different
Unique
international
identities. It's like a freaking anime come to life.
Sylv swings the corner, is able to find one, needing to ace clutch to keep them in the map. Avoids the fault line, swings back, finds one! Sylv there again, but Chichu, how has he come away with 2? Almost gets caught, Buzz on the entry, however, going to be taken down. Chichu finding 2, Izu also taken out. Meteor falls to the wayside, and Chichu rips them to pieces. EDG take control. The defending world champions will not go quietly into the night.
It's up and over though, and not anticipating the Durka. He's going to try and hold this one down. First line of defense. And my God, he might just be the only one necessary. But these damage done and bodies piling up into that direction. Less. He's not given much to work with. Smoke still down. Bit of safety to play in and just leaping into the fight. Running rampant into the back of the side here. Jorgamo. And Armageddon forcing them out into the open. There is no comfort. There is no surviving. And G2 gets what they want.
Look at this one. This is the Jogamo one. He actually went for a little header.
If Kangol and Chichu have a really good game. Oh, I'm so close, man.
G2, they're right behind you. Leaf tears him apart. They've got TP on Smoggy, but does Leaf let him leave? He doesn't. He keeps them tethered. He keeps them down. G2 smothering EDG. The Ascension Dreamers reaching new heights.
Do or die for both of these teams.
Stack's just going to be dead. No assisting util. Izu similarly just going to be absolutely torn to pieces. Going to take absolutely everything out of their hands, and they shall. Meteor going for the reset, now the last one standing in a 1v2. You know exactly where he is. Only a wall for his util. The shield gone, regains it, kicks, swings into the crosshair, and it's another Red Bull clutch. Izu tucking back, paranoia hits, but he still has the shot. Showstopper out. They're finding one, but Izu continues to massacre one after the other. He beats them back. T1 earn their position in the lower final.
It's the salty run back we've all been waiting for. T1 gets an opportunity to get revenge on EDG, and let's see how the chips fall.
And EDG look like they're going to try and force themselves out. No one's looking at Izu. And it's an ace to kick off the day. Early undercut, and Dongdong's off just doesn't pay off.
It's a little bit trickier. Chichu dead as well. Buzz is just coming alive here. He's still going to do a lot more though. Oh, Buzz! He's going nuclear on the side. Oh, it's incredible! Buzz might just be heaven sent, but he's been hurt. Oh, but it doesn't matter. Oh my God! Chichu out of nowhere. But Buzz answers back. You want a brawl? We'll give you a brawl. And Buzz having his moment. Closing in on the thing that they've dreamed of since the very start here. Something of their wildest dreams coming true. T1 are going to the finals.
The dawn of the duelist starts right now.
It's going to be great to see these two teams matching up. So many fan favorites taking the stage.
Primed and ready. Here it is, vulnerable to the side. Salva's up and over towards the... Oh! What a combo! That's a impressive fire.
Oh, that's huge.
The line of lead in the air, here it is, conversion, pop, slowed to a crawl. Team Thai, your victors here in the show match here. I mean, what an opening as well for Waylay.
It's time for the grand finals here in Bangkok, Thailand. G2 Esports, T1, two teams that fought tooth and nail to make it to this moment.
Keeping his eyes over towards that connected door, but as he swings back in alongside Valen, Buzz is going to be taken down, and Valen is taken over. 3 kills from the IGL. 8 seconds remaining here. There's the push, there's the spike dropped. And I don't think they have the time. They need to stick it right now. They just can't get it done. Everyone is dying, falling to the wayside. Stinger Vandal doesn't matter. Leaf is just different. 13-5 G2, making a statement on their map pick of Lotus. Izu hearing the footsteps, tries to go in for a timing, ends up falling down. Does he get the pull? It does! Spike, I believe he might just have it. He's got the play of a Meteor, brings it to a 1v1.
Oh my God.
Noise made. Jonah. Swing! Oh! What a shot! What a play! Quick exit, the gate crash coming in, Sylv. And now the Spanish is coming through. T1 needs to try to counteract this, but that Hunter's Fury is far too late. It's already over. G2 have absolutely robbed them blind. And Trent comes up with 4.
Baby? Let's go.
Get that bracelet, King.
Nowhere to go. He's just out into the open. He's instantly dead. Valen good for 1, but now it is all on Leaf. The wall will fall. Stacks out into the open. Taken down, but Sylvan on the counter swing. Gets them the win. 13-9. We have a series on our hands as T1 tie things up here in the grand final. Another Lear set here from Meteor as he tries to get out into the open. He's able to find 1, just misses away. Towards that back sight. Starting to get planted here. Swing out for Buzz. Cannot find the kill there on the Leap, but Meteor does. The cleanup is still swims. He's able to find 1. The Salvo's there on top of it. And Leap cannot escape, nor can Trent. And it is all on Jaw to try to stop this thrifty from coming through. Finds 2, the reload completed. An dimensional drift online. Swing! He gets it done! Giacomo! What an unbelievable ace! 13-11. G2 regain the lead in this grand final. Gonna use their wall tucked into the corner. Meteor is able to find an opening. Leaf gonna be taken down. Meteor able to avoid them. Pushes out, finds the first. Would have to be an ace clutch. Taps it again. Finds another. Valen swinging around the flank. And Meteor pulls off the ace clutch. How patiently does he play it? Damn patient, in fact, opens up here, does Meteor. Giacomo able to find 2 here. The footsteps, and they're all lined up. Looking for a timing, push into the smoke, and Meteor able to snap in his Buzz. Dives in on top of Jonah P, trying to watch here below. Reads it well, takes out Leaf. Stacks out from main, finds them both. Strap in, ladies and gentlemen. This series, it is not over yet. Jonah P can go up and over the top. They line up for him. Overdrive now pops slide into secret. Absolutely disgusting from Giacomo and Stacks. Tries desperately, but to no avail. Rotation's about to begin. Sun under 1. Leaf gonna be taken down. Time once again dwindling. Trent gonna be taken down. Strap in. It is far from over. He's back in towards Dugout. He's stunned up. He's dead. As Meteor finds Trent. A 4v2. A 4v1. Giacomo asked to do it all. The lockdown in play. No hope in hell. 16-14. The uncrowned kings of a forgotten throne are at long last anointed. T1 are your Masters Bangkok Champions.